Hey everyone, how's it going? So in this video, we will showing you this unveiling of the Cybertruck event here at Brandon Park. So they will be showing the Cybertruck for the very first time in Orange County. Well, at least in a Tesla display room or showroom. And they will be delivering the Cybertruck in the near future here as well. So this is a delivery center as well as a service center. It used to be just a service center, then it became a delivery center, and now they're both. They used to have a supercharger in here that lets customer use it. They still do if you can sneak one in, but these days they only let new delivery vehicle charge there. So just taking a first look at this, and this is at sunrise, very early in the morning here. So you can see there is a small crowd gathering, but not too busy because still a lot of people do not know this Cybertruck, and this is the production version. So this is the 2 scale, what you will be getting, and this is just a look at what you will see at the delivery on the 30th of November. So the scale is, according to spec, 5%, between 5 and 10% smaller than what they shown in 2019 at that event. And just giving you another look here, because there seemed to be a huge interest in the Cybertruck in the last video. So this is at Brandon Park here in Orange County, and right now it's actually charging the Cybertruck. It's not going anywhere, but they're charging it to keep it up to around 50% power just to maintain the battery. So what I understand is definitely a larger than 100 kilowatt battery. This is the tri-motor version, so should have a range close to 500. It's nowhere near aerodynamic as the 3Y SRX, but according to Tesla, it will get close to 500. So we'll see the final numbers in the coming days, and make sure you subscribe to this channel to get the latest news on that. So we'll be firsthand watching that live, and also we'll be promoting that on our channel. So just looking at this vehicle with some sunlight hitting it, it really looks like a refrigerator, a stainless steel refrigerator that is brushed aluminum. That's exactly what it looks like in person, but just a little bit more refined than your typical refrigerator. It probably will be a little bit more difficult to clean this instead of just using stainless steel. I'm sure Tesla will provide a specific product to clean this. In speaking with some of the Tesla advisor here, they've been using Windex to clean this Cybertruck. So they don't have a formal cleaning tool or cleaning solution yet, but I'm sure they'll market it soon. Just looking at some of these sharp edges, I'm not sure how this will be pedestrian safe for countries in Europe, for example. They have strict regulation for pedestrian safety, so they might not be able to sell this as is, as how you see it here and other market. I'm not even sure how it got approved in the US to pass the pedestrian safety test, but we have less rules and a restriction for pedestrian safety. There are some, but not as much as the vehicle safety itself. So you want to have a safe vehicle to be in, versus if you're on the other side, other end of it, that's all on you, basically. Whoever will get in the collision with the Cybertruck will not have a good outcome for their vehicle. So we'll see how it holds up in the final crash test video, and that should be released, I would assume, same day or the day before the event. And I'm able to look inside the vehicle more clearly right now because of how the sunlight is hitting this showroom. Looking at the rearview mirror, that definitely does look like a live feed rearview camera. It's not a standard rearview mirror, that is, because of the small window or no window that it has in the back when you have the tonneau cover closed. So those are included as standard. And then you have your vegan seats in there. You have very, very little misalignment or any misalignment. I did not see any misalignment on this Cybertruck. Of course, it's a showroom. Cybertruck, but people cannot say there's panel gaps on this thing. Everything looks very, very precise, from the front doors to the rear doors to the front fenders, the A pillar, the B pillar. Just look at this. Very little margin of error there. So this is definitely better than within their spec, whatever their spec is. But just take a look at this. There's supposed to be a panel gap right there. You can't even see it in 4K. And with the naked eye, I can't even see it myself unless I'm really, really looking for it. And going around the vehicle here, the front, you can hardly tell there's any panel gaps. So you can see the front, and then you see the rear camera there, not camera, but the rear mirror. And then there's autopilot and full self-driving camera, 2 on the front and each on the fenders. So here's a windshield wiper, definitely massive. When I did the electronic measurement, it's between 4 and 5 feet. So that's almost a human-sized body lengthwise, the longest length. It looks to be more of a 4 feet. I think the digital measurement was a little off. So there's a front end. You have your fog lights, you have your indicator, you have your headlights and light bar. And from the side profile, again, even on this side, there's hardly any noticeable panel gaps that are large enough to even put, let's say, a needle or a small pen through. So it's very, very precise. And as Elon mentioned, it will stick out as a sore thumb if there's a misalignment with the panel. So even the front and the front, hardly any misalignment or any misalignment. There's a little bit that noticeable from the sunlight hitting that A pillar and the front fender, just slightly right there. But outside of that, it's definitely not noticeable unless you're really looking for it. Even the front bumper or the front above the front bumper, it looks definitely refined compared to what was shown in 2019 or even in the showroom at the Peterson Museum where they had the original truck there. So the plastic, how they attach this, I assume that they're using some sort of clips or adhesive as well because it's on there pretty tight. Hardly any. You can see there, very little panel gaps between the plastic and the actual steel itself. And there's the front with the fender slightly sloped down, but it's even on both sides. Again, the panel gaps on this thing is probably better than most manufacturers, if not majority of them out there. Very, very precise. So again, of course, this is a showroom vehicle. I'm sure they'll sell this in the future, but I have to say the first batch probably will be the best batch until they start mass producing this. Then maybe it gets a little worse. Just like what happened with the Model 3. The first year, it was fine, but then after that, it got worse. So if you like this content, remember to subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video. There will be many more Cybertruck related content coming up, so make sure to tune in. Catch you all next time, and have a great day.